Hey guys, what's going on? Kulprit here, and welcome to episode 3 of my After Action Review series, a series where I kind of live over my gameplay, talk about what I do right, what I do wrong, how I want to improve, and to try to show you a progression of how I'm getting better at Battlefield 4 in hope of how I get better in Battlefield 4. Today we're going to do some LMG gameplay. This is early LMG support class gameplay. As you can see, I'm using the Type 88, which is not a gun I really care for, but I think it's the second unlock, so that's obviously what I'm using. I think I was level 13, you can see right there. And I want to show you this because the idea here is a progression. Now, it's Domination gameplay again. A lot of you have been asking for bigger game modes. Have no fear, I will do that. But right now, because of the stability of the game and things, and still trying to learn, because I've had setbacks, obviously, we're missing some time. I'm playing predominantly Domination, so that's what you're seeing here. Now, the idea here is I'm going to show you early LMG support gameplay. Next episode, maybe I'll do a little later, more recent, and show you my progression as a support player, because I'm really enjoying the support class. I'm enjoying the heck out of LMGs. They're a lot of fun, especially on maps like this. But that hipfire is tough. Locker is great for LMGs. Hipfire, not so good for LMGs. You just got to kind of learn. You got to try to stay out of those situations. Don't get yourself in a situation where you need hipfire. You'll be okay. This is what you should be doing, in my opinion. You should never be the tip of the spear as a support guy with an LMG. You should be setting back, firing over your friend's shoulder, and that's kind of the best role that I've adopted with this. These weapons are very powerful. With the suppression, the high magazine, you know, and just the ability to throw lead down the hallways, again, especially on Locker. But these things can snipe. You know, MG4, M249, I love for sniping snipers. I think Flood Zone across the alley, across the road to the other rooftops. Type 88, I'm sorry, the PK Pecheneg is one of my favorites. As you guys know, I have reviewed those. This is what you should be doing, filling this hallway with lead. Now, I always hate those. They're a little tricky to see in there, so I always kind of, you know, hesitate. This, too. This is probably between, you know, holding corridors, you know, holding flanks, and this, post up. See, there you go. You can see how early it is. I don't even have the ammo crate. Post up, dominate an area, make yourself incredibly annoying. Make them come to you. You have all the advantages. I have some cover here. I have tons of rounds in my magazine. Come at me, bro. Come get me. You're going to have to dig me out while my teammates go and cap some flags, hopefully, even though we don't have any cap right now. Playing with a couple of my buddies, so I have faith in them that they're gonna get the job done if I can make myself as big a nuisance as I can. Now you see right here, I'm basically cutting the map off. You know, I don't exactly know where they're spawning. Looks like outside now, but they have to go by me from A to B. They have to come within my line of sight. And if you're gonna be a support guy with an LMG, that's what you want. You want, you know, kill lanes, and you want people to have to go through them. That's the trickiest part, is putting yourself in a good situation. That guy got a really nice grenade. I'm not really sure how that happened. That's that corner that drives everybody nuts. This is also another doorway. This doorway is crazy. This is what I do. Again, let your teammates go in front of you. You don't really hamper them by hitting them, obviously. Friendly fire's off. Let them go in there. Let them rush it. You just fill that room with lead. Fill it with suppression love. And you're going to end up winning the gunfight. And you're probably going to get a ton of points, too, because you're going to clean up kills. It can be kind of hard with an LMG, that type of thing, to get, like, a full kill. You know, hit it. But as your teammates go in, nade spam, and they, you know, nick them around, you can just clean it up because you're putting a couple hundred rounds into that room. So this is where I love the support class. And here you see a good view of the optic I prefer. I like the hollow scopes on my LMGs just because they're a little easier to see through the automatic fire flash, the grenade spam, the smoke, the fog, whatever, the sandstorms, everything we know, all that visual spam that we have in Battlefield 4. The hollow just helps me kind of cut through it a little bit better. I have no problem with the other hollow scope, but this one is just a little leaner. You know, it doesn't block as much of my vision. It's basically the Coyote scope, just with a different reticle, almost. So this is my preferred one. I can't think of the exact name of it. I'm sorry, but you know the one I'm talking about. This is only in battle packs usually. This is the one I pretty much rock with all of my LMGs. Now, sometimes I will put the Coyote sight, or even the Cobra, which has a little bigger and more robust reticle. Right there, I got a little, you know, I'm feeling a little Rambo, feeling a little cocky. This is not a good idea here. I should not be doing this. I ran out, exposed myself to cover. I had to bail out. I didn't count on that guy being on the left, so I was in a 2v1. And then coming here to reload in this little hallway. I'm amazed that I lived through that. You're probably going to die most of the time because that's just such a busy hallway for things just like that, at least for grenades and things. So to lay down there and reload a belt-fed LMG is kind of asking a little too much. And here we go. This is, you know, the clinic or whatever, the hospital. Infirmary, I think, is the call out, basically. You know, this is where all the action typically goes down on this map, in Domination at least, and this is where I like to dominate, especially when I'm using LMGs. I can usually find a pretty good position, cover at least 2 of the doors. I do like this corner a little bit, but this door here is usually pretty hot, and it's hard to see when you're in this corner. But here, you know, if people are going to keep running their way through, that's what you want. I'm talking about this again. Set up your kill lane, get ready, Don't do that. Don't do that. It drives me nuts. That guy probably just spawned on me and kind of didn't have much of a choice. So when you spawn on people, do them the courtesy of this, guys. Do me this favor. Move the heck out of their way as quick as you can. You can move before you're out of the black screen. Now, that's a risk because you do have a little bit of spawn protection when you're in the black screen, as long as you don't move or look around or do anything. But I like to, when I'm coming in on the black screen, I like to move. You know, usually from the preview screen on the mini-map before you spawn, you can get a sense where the danger's from. You can use your sounds. If you hear noise, bullets, you know, firing to the right, move to the left. You can move quite a bit before you come into the thing. Get out of the guy's way. And do the courtesy of dropping them an ammo pack or a health pack as soon as you spawn. It's just kind of like, hey, buddy, thanks. I appreciate it. Because I'll tell you what, spawning on somebody, you know, inconveniences them. They usually shudder, you know, they messes up their aim or whatever, or you're standing in front of them blocking them like I was there. Hate those things. Thankfully, they don't last too long, but they are pretty crippling. So here you go. Again, this is just locker. It's about posting up, establishing kill lanes, and letting them run to you. It's kind of, you're setting a trap, basically, is what you're doing. And these guys, usually on locker, people get so bloodthirsty and like, all right, locker, we're going crazy, trying to get that epic back rage, that with an LMG played right, you can just clean them up and have a really pretty good round. That's, I think, going to wrap it up here. You see, we came back. We were you know, triple capped in the beginning there when I mentioned it, and now we kind of came back. We're going to get the W here, 87, about 80 points. Pretty good job. Had a pretty good squad. I can't complain with my buddies playing with me there. Like I said, it's nice to play with people you have faith that are going to do what you need to do and kind of see what you're doing, and then they got to do what has to be done. So there you go, guys. That's episode 3 of After Action Review. I didn't get into too much of the nuts and bolts. I'm going to do that next time with my progression and show you how I like to play support a little more in the details. But here I just wanted to show you where I started, how I typically play, you know, setting up the kill lanes and things like that. Hope you enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments how you guys like to play with your support class and your LMGs. I would love to hear the tips because I'm always trying to adapt my game. Otherwise, guys, I will talk to you soon. Thanks a lot. Take care.